Hi everyone, welcome back to What Dora Thinks. Today I am taking my hair curlers out. I curled them last night and I curled them a different way. Well, the same usually way, but usually I would twist it, put buns in my hair, and then just take it out. But I didn't do that. And please don't mind this bun, it's a little weird today. So let's get started. I am taking this first one out. And I usually would plait my hair. I'm just really intrigued on how it came out really good. That was a good one. I'm trying to see if it comes out good. If it really comes out good, then I'll just do it this way. I love doing my hair this way. But I hope everyone is having a good day today. I know I am so far. you know, I'm just really into my hair now. Funny story, I never really was like a couple years ago. I was not really into my hair at all. But see how that is? That curl is just, it's so snatched. I think I'm liking it so far. So I just want to see how good it turned out today. Thank you guys for anyone that is tuning in. Thank you guys so much for the wonderful comments and affirmations. So far, I'm really liking it. I'm not really going to do these because I curled these the other day, and when it came out, it was okay. I wasn't really that crazy about it, but yeah. So I'm just gonna leave those how it is. Yeah. Oh, this one almost got snagged, but it came out good. Like I said, I did do a 2-strand twist. I usually do 3-strand twist, but last night I really didn't feel like it. I was like, nope. And I came all the way from last night because it was like at 11 p.m. and then I just realized I was like, oh my god, I need to curl my hair before I go to bed. So I thank God because He reminded me for that. God has been so amazing. Sometimes you go through different things in your life and then just realize, even through all the hurt, the trauma that the pain put you through, you still make it through. I mean, if I would have knew that I would be this version of myself, I mean, like, I guess I could say maybe like 7 years. I mean, from 7 years ago, if I knew I was going to be like this, then I would, I've been eager to get myself healed. I was really in a bad place, but, certain people come in your life, and some people come and take, and some people, are there to help you, but you have to learn who to allow in your life. And at the time, I was very vulnerable. I was very lonely. So somebody coming into your life and giving you attention, you're like, oh, I'm all for it. But, for that point of my life, that's how I was feeling. But now it's like, nope, I'm good. I'm just taking my time, just getting to know myself again and being able to be happy with the things that I have. That was one of my, bad habits I had from the pain that, caused me trauma. It allowed me to just rely on retail therapy. It's sad that sometimes we think that a bag or a piece of shirt, a pair of pants, or just a big shopping spree is going to really be the big healing. We know it's not going to heal us fully, but we know, like, it's a temporary relief. And that's how it was for me. And, I would be mad about something, or even with a guy, or regardless the situation, I would be like, oh, well, this is bad, but at least I had this shopping spree, right? Crazy. Just, just for anyone that is just going through that phase in your life, just know that you are going to be healed. Everything is going to be okay. And sometimes we have to sit with our emotions and just don't allow them, our emotions, to make us, the worst versions of ourselves. Which that's kind of how I was. It was kind of like making me like the very worst version of myself. But thank God that I actually talked to a professional and they have been helping me through. Thank God for that. So I am really happy about that. So my journey so far has been really good. I'm almost done here, guys. So far, I'm liking it. I gotta really like pluck my curls out too. But yeah, trauma will definitely put you through, but it's like one of your beauty mark scars, you know. You know how people get tattoos? That's how I like to think of it. I don't have tattoos, but just like an imaginary like sleeve of everything that you went through, like hurt, pain. I went through retail therapy, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to think of a healthy way or something creative how to display like everything that I kind of went through. But I am doing better than I ever imagined. I've been feeling more free, enjoying my time, and enjoying the people that I have in my life, and also the things I have in my life as well. Well, this is kind of how it came out. It's actually not bad. It's just more curly. Usually my whole head is curly, but it's just like this back part. But I'm not mad at it though. It's actually pretty cute. I actually would wear it like this if you guys can really see. And as you can see the curls on this side and stuff, that's how it really looks. So now I'm going to be using my aloe vera gel, and I use this as a edge cream to kind of just, for your edges if you want to little like lay them down, but I feel like it's healthier than the other stuff you get in the markets. But yeah, just take a little bit like that. If you can see it, I know I have a filter on, so it's a little hard. And then I take my little comb here and go just like that. But I am really definitely thinking of people that's going through. I mean, I had some really traumatic experiences with some guys, but lately I'm in the best era of myself, the best possibly era of myself. Like, I'm beginning to get back into like loving the things that I love. Like, I love to code, and even when I was like going through, I couldn't even do that. I wasn't enjoying none of the stuff that I like to do. But now I'm kind of getting back to that. I'm getting back into that era of like, getting back to wanting to code. I used to like to, I know artists, but I like to doodle a little bit, as far as like draw a little here and there. I also like to just do more of my graphic design projects. I wasn't doing anything. That's when you know that you really are going through something, or you're just maybe a tad bit, depressed or sadness or even loneliness, because I deal with loneliness too. But I do enjoy my time, don't get me wrong. But sometimes you do kind of wish you can just, have a friend. And I had a hard time making friends as a child. But I mean, I do have friends, don't get me wrong, but I did, as a child, did kind of struggle with that a lot. And the one person, God bless their soul, because they're not here anymore. But her name was Miss Hubbard. She was she worked in my middle school, and she worked in the front office. And I remember her telling my mom that she was like, about me not really, making too many friends like that, or having a hard time making friends, if that makes sense. And Miss Hubbard told her, and she was like, Jess is going to be okay. And she's right. I am. I mean, So I really thank Miss Hubbard for telling my mom that. That was a huge impact on my life, and I miss her dearly. But this is the end result to my hair. It came out really, really well. I did really, really good on it. And this is it for today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And until next time, bye.